Good evening, people. The markets has closed roughly 30 minutes ago. We will do the Twitter recap. We'll also do a quickly scoreboard check. Where are we? And then we will look into what's happening tomorrow, because we have some big data coming out tomorrow that could potentially move the markets. Actually, we will start with that. So tomorrow, we have some German factory orders coming in 1 hour before the EU markets is opening. It's a minor one, obviously. The big one and the only one for tomorrow is non-farm payrolls coming out 1 hour before the US opens. That's all eyes on non-farm payrolls for tomorrow. Big market mover if we get a miss here in either direction. So definitely look out for that. Good. As you know, Substack, this is where I'm posting a lot of the stuff here. So if you want to become a member, check it out. It's on Substack, easy to use. Yeah, you've heard that story before. If you want to become a member, check it out. This is where I'm moving all of my stuff here, more or less, from YouTube. Yeah, I think that's it. Daily scoreboard, silver. Have had probably the biggest breakout in many years. Breaking out here, basically, retesting the neckline. Excuse me, testing the neckline, retesting the 10-year long golden, and boom. And yes, we're down 1% today. Who cares right now? This is totally fine for now. Obviously, if things go south, then we're in deep trouble. But for now, we celebrate, and we are above 1% down today. Nothing major. Gold down roughly 0.5%, but again, overall gold here on the weekly. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Again, we are getting a bit stretched here on the daily. Again, we are in a massive bullish uptrend, but again, nothing goes in a straight line. So I think we're going to have a pause here. Maybe hopefully just sideways, but it could also be with a somewhat of an angle down. But overall, gold is in a massive long-term uptrend here. And yeah, fantastic. The gold to silver ratio, let's look at it. We're actually coming down to levels where we are starting to get intrigued here. We are below the 30 weekly here, which is nice. The big level to look for, which is gone here in my view here, is roughly, again, I'm doing this very quickly due to I'm in the wrong template, roughly around here. Then we can extend that one to there. So getting below that 85, 84, 83, this zone here, then we are mega bearish on this ratio, meaning very bullish on the gold and silver. But I do think we have more wiggle room here. You can see we are still somewhat of a potential bull flag here. So as you can see, it's still more bullish than bearish. And that's also why I've been saying for a long time, we are not yet technically in a precious metals bull market. In order to be that, we want the gold to silver ratio to drop down. And we still have some support that we need to take out, but we are close. Dixie, basically flat for today, 1% here. Basically, we're in this blue uptrend here, and we actually made we tagged it, hammer. So again, saved here by the bell for remove all that stuff. So basically, broken out, retesting, and we're having a hammer here today. So the Dixie is also bullish. If this trend line doesn't hold, and let's say we start to come down here, then uberly bearish on the Dixie right now with a massive fake out. So Bitcoin here, sideways action. Still, you can see here, we have come a long way. Very stretched here, but we're up 2% for the day, and we haven't done anything for the past roughly 1 month. But again, that's totally fine given how well it has been performing. So yeah, let's see where it takes us. But I do think we need more time to see which direction we go. Oh, we have actually oil here up 1.5%, breaking out of a 3-year-long trend line here, coming down. There it is. Again, we are just peaking above for now. We still need to to confirm it, either with some sort of retest or a big green candle here tomorrow. But overall, oil looks really, really good here. That's good for the energy sector. GDX down 1%. Again, it doesn't really matter anything because we are up. Let me do the measured here. We're up 30%. We were 30%. Now we're down 28. Boohoo! It basically doesn't even matter. Again, it's just incredibly strong here by the miners. We have some support here coming over from there. So if we retest that, beautiful, going higher, fantastic. Long term, you can see also the GDX here is breaking some bigger trend lines. And again, gold is showing the way. The gold miners is here to follow. SIL, also SIL here. I want to show you one trend line, roughly in this vicinity here. It's maybe we will do like a double rail here. Makes more sense, I guess. Yeah. So you can see this goes back 3 years, this rail. And what are we doing? Boop, we're breaking out. So fantastic here. The silver mine is also down 1%. Doesn't matter one bit here. Getting a bit of, actually, some sellers here you can see. So again, could potentially be that big moment where we go on retest. So we drop like 5-6% and then we go higher. Until proven otherwise, we are very, very, very bullish on the silver miners. And that doesn't happen often, by the way. We're getting a bit of like 2% here on the uranium spot price. Nothing major to look into regarding to that. Gold miners, excuse me, uranium miners down 4%. Kind of a big day. We can see we're having a big red engulfing here compared to the next day. So definitely a pivot top there. That's a given. And you can also see here that we have some support roughly in this area here. So short term, we are very bullish as well because we are above the 2021 high, which is roughly around there. So again, we are making short-term high highs and high lows. And hopefully we find support here and then we can grind higher. But long-term, short-term right now, we are bullish. When will I be very bearish short term? Very bearish. That will be if we somehow break, these levels, lines down here, then we should probably be very worried that if we start to crack down here. But for now, you have to accept it as it is, very bullish, even though we have this very red day here engulfing. Rates is down 1% and like that. That's why I didn't have any lines. I had the wrong. Okay. You can see here rates actually peaked above the big $4.3 level here yesterday and the day before, and now we're coming below again. So potentially you can also see the wicks here, the wicks above. No real, full body candle above, and we are coming down again. So a bit of a scary moment here for the rates, to be honest. We do have a lower trend line here, roughly in this right there. So if we start to crack that one, then we could potentially be heading way lower. So for now, we're bearish again. Obviously, we were looking to become a bit bullish when we got above, and now we are seeing a fade breakout for now. So let's see tomorrow if we confirm. Again, tomorrow, non-farm payrolls, that could be in either direction depending on the data. Flat is palladium, still looking like the best bottom that we have seen in 4 years. Platinum, again, nothing happening there. I want to show you some textbook stuff here. Copper, very bullish. We broke the $4 level right here, retested it, resumption. We are in a massive, massive weekly uptrend here in copper. Looks incredible. Here we have gas, the TTF. This is the European one. Golden trend line here. And this, it's a bit steep, I will give you that, but definitely coming into a point in time where we need to see which way we want to go. Up roughly 2% for the day. Coal, still, fighting that blue formation there. You can see the ping-ponging, and very bullish if we break there. Bearish if we break down there. Very, binary decision. That's how I like it. Down 2% for the day. So an XLE flat, but I want to show you XLE. We are breaking. This is the weekly. It's not all-time highs, but it is definitely a major breakout that we have seen here on XLE. Also kind of confirming oil what it is doing. So for now, as long as we are above that high there at roughly 93, you have to be bullish. But you can also see here it's a bit of an how do we call this? An extended breakout. We came from 80 to roughly 100, so we've come a long way. Typically, I would love to see it, if we tag it and then we flag, we consolidate below and then we break. That's much more bullish, much better just to recharge. But for now, we have just gone a long way. So let's see how far it can go. But for now, beautiful. Good. Bookmarks here, retweets for YouTube. I think this is somewhat old here. Yeah, 2 days ago, Gary Savage. What do you have to say? A very long essay he has written here, but you can see here we are very extended. This is the SPX, so we are very extended, and we need to return to the mean here at some point in time. And I think today actually could be that turning point. Again, a very early call, so don't put that much into it, but definitely the action today, maybe. Blake, my good man Blake there, silver breaking out of its upside 4-year downtrend pennant. Boom, beautiful. As we talked about this, at this point in time, it was at 24, and where are we now? 26, 27 maybe. Yeah, so we have come a long way since the breakout, and this is the big one. This is a massive breakout. Beautiful. Game of trades here. Whoa. Game of trades here. Alert, fund managers are now leveraged long in the stock market, which is usually a warning sign in the near term. So you can see here leveraged longs, and last time we had that bigger-ish correction. I think it was 25% or so. So definitely at nosebleed levels right now, no doubt about it. Jay Hinster, silver on the weekly. Are you ready for silver? Yes, I am. He's also seeing the same here. This was yesterday, and I agree. That pennant there it's not identical, but it's definitely in the right spot. Actually, also if you go back to 2005, you have similar. So depending on who you ask, you could either be in 2005 or 2009. Sahara here with oil. Latest, the bearish candle took us to the daily 11 EMA, which held and has since gone and tapped that roughly $85 target and is aiming for the 88. You can see here a lot of massive topping pattern here, and then we have just been grinding upwards here. Beautiful. He has a max target there. I can see from the Fibs to roughly 90, and we are now at, is it 86 or so? Maybe a bit higher, but definitely oil looks really strong. We're breaking out here today. Still not confirmed, by the way. This is TY Martin, NVIDIA, time for a move down. We actually got that today, I think, if you look at the chart. RSI here rising, and we're breaking, and you can also see here this was yesterday, so today's candle I think it's down 5% or so, so definitely trouble in paradise there. Not calling for a collapse, but definitely a lot of weakness is coming into the AI sector, a lot of weakness. Irene, junk credit daily with negative divergence. Charts like this suggest that trouble is ahead. This is yesterday, and given today's, shock here 2 hours before the close, I don't know what happened, but definitely something spooked the markets big time. And the junk, the daily junk here, maybe that was a precursor, but definitely, I don't know where it is today, but I would assume it is lower. I would assume so. Great call there. Sahara here, silver popping. Pennant up, the pent up energy being released for a breathtaking run. I like those. I like that sentence. You can see there also he's pointing to the breakout. He has a lot of FIB levels here, I would assume. And funnily enough, also his target, I did a silver video. I've done a few of those, but my target is roughly also that 650 to maybe 700, depending on how well you place the lines and so on. So it's nice to see that he also have this roughly $666 level for silver. Again, that's not tomorrow, obviously, but I agree with that max target, by the way. I totally agree. Tavi Costa, meanwhile, here is what silver miners did today. That is 2 days ago, breaking out. And again, we have been buying. We have had our eyes on roughly 15 stocks, and a lot of them have had buy signals and done very well since on the Substack. So again, if you want to join, please, it will be a warm welcome. Dave, USAS, this is a gold miner. Again, the setup here is great, to be honest. We are breaking out kind of sideways, not with momentum, but we're still like putting in a potential base here. But again, I would say that there is a lot better place than this company here. But again, who cares, right? If it goes up, to the recent highs, who really cares? But again, if we can take out, that last pivot high there at roughly 0.275, I guess it looks quite nice. Copper, as mentioned, copper is just stunningly strong. After that breakout of 4, retest 4, resumption. So this is a company, SCCO, Southern Copper. Massive inverted head and shoulders for like 4 years, breaking out, textbook, and lovely stuff. Copper looks so strong right now. It's just incredible. It's a small market, and yeah, we have also had a few copper stocks looking into. AMC, we had a buy signal, like a contrarian buy 3 weeks ago, I think, roughly, maybe 4, but in that vicinity. The great martyrs here, copper, inflation, bellwether, momentum of truth has arrived. Excuse me, it's getting late here. Same here again, breaking the 4, retesting, boom, higher. We have a big pivot high there at roughly, is it 4.4 maybe, 4.3 maybe. So very close to that major pivot high there. Gold enterers, as much as I love gold stocks, silver stocks need to outperform for a healthy precious metals bull market. Yep, that's also one of the tickers to be in a bull market, and they are breaking out today, and I own both gold, silver, juniors. I actually haven't been looking at this ratio for a very long time. And also we have that major high there, and you can actually see we broke, roughly into late 2023, and meanwhile we have been making that inverted head and shoulders. This is just a lovely view. Really, it's fantastic. Textbook, the periods between the heads and shoulders and the depth, I like it. I really do. Last but not least, trend spider here. Not even the king is being spared. This is NVIDIA. Again, we talked about NVIDIA. This is potentially a start of something bigger here. It needs to find support, and that short-term trend line here at roughly 850. But again, we are breaking some big levels here in the short term that could potentially snowball bigger for the overall markets. Not the best view. That's it, guys. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, a lot more you can find on the Substack. Cheers, guys. Bye.